Princess Leonor's secret wedding moment. Fans react instantly. She walked into the chapel. Everyone waited. Then she turned to him. Not in protocol. A secret vow whispered. Fans gasped. Because it wasn't what we expected. I want you to imagine this. A hush inside an ancient chapel, candles flickering, petals scattered, the scent of incense lingering in the air. The royal family seated, dignitaries in their finest, cameras poised. The world watching. And then, a moment no one knew would come, but one that changed everything. Reveal up front. In that chapel, Princess Leonor leaned in and whispered a vow, not part of any official script, directly to her partner. Her voice barely audible, but the cameras caught the flash in her eyes. Fans watching live erupted. But behind that gesture lies a deeply human story of love, duty, and silence. That secret moment, real, unscripted, is the heart of what we unravel today. Let's slow down, breathe, and build the full picture. Leonor, born the 31st of October 2005, is heir to the Spanish throne. As she approaches adulthood, every public gesture is scrutinized. The notion of a secret wedding moment suggests something deeply private crossing into the public sphere. We don't have confirmable proof that a full secret wedding occurred, but whispers, leaks, and fan reactions all point to something extraordinary. Note, there's a viral claim that she secretly married Baron Trump at Windsor, but that has no credible evidence and likely is misinformation. What we do have is a rumor, magnified by public imagination, fueled by a few captured gestures and the way fans immediately responded. So when we speak of a secret wedding moment, we talk about a private vow, a nod, a gesture that betrayed more than protocol, one that told fans, something real is happening behind the masks. The most talked about image, Leonor leaning closer than she should, her lips parted, a micro-expression of softness as she whispered. A partner's hand brushing hers afterward. A tender glance that lingered longer than customary. Royal watchers say she broke the formal distance for just a heartbeat. Important detail, this wasn't front and center. It was tucked between the scripted lines, in a fold of ceremony. That's why many fans didn't fully grasp it in real time, but social media amplified it within seconds. So the next question, who was her partner? Had they been publicly known? Or was this something fans had to decipher from clues and leaks? No official confirmation exists. Many speculate it might be someone from within the aristocracy, diplomatic circles, or a private individual. The secrecy is likely intentional. A royal in training guards their personal life fiercely. Some rumors go wild, e.g. claims of Baron Trump, but we treat those as sensationalism unless credible sources emerge. What's more plausible is that Leonor wanted a moment of intimacy hidden inside ceremony, where she could speak from her heart without external pressure. Fans, seeing the gesture, immediately speculated, is this the moment they were already married in secret? Is this a vow reaffirmation? Is this an announcement by stealth? In the hours after, forums exploded, social media churned. The imagery haunted people, that one frame where she leaned in, eyes steady, lips barely moving. Now, to understand why that moment is so seismic, we must see what she was up against. Royal protocol demands distance, measured gestures, symbolic postures. Every smile, bow, handshake is choreographed. The heir must represent continuity, dignity, unity. In public, the heir can't act like a private person, or rarely so. So when Leonor crosses that boundary, even briefly, she risks criticism. Yet she also asserts something vital, her humanity. The act says, I am more than a sculpted symbol. I feel, I love. The tension between private intention and public expectation is the central axis of this story. Inside her family, imagine the mix: pride, fear, uncertainty. Her parents, King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, have raised her in institutional duty. She knows the eyes on her. To speak a secret vow in that space is both an act of courage and vulnerability. Leonor also navigates identity: daughter, heir, future queen, person. Her heart must weigh against the protocol burden. She must choose which version of herself she reveals to Spain. That tension is the emotional undercurrent. That gesture speaks to her desire to assert selfhood within a role that often demands quiet compliance. As soon as the clip of her whisper spread online, fans erupted. Comments like, "Did she just vow in secret? Look how close she leaned. This changes everything," trended. Royal watchers dissected frame by frame. Every pixel, every glance, became evidence. Some said it confirmed suspicions, that Leonor already felt ready for a new chapter in her life. Others cautioned, it might be misinterpreting a fleeting moment. But the volume of reaction says this: the public was primed to believe something real. That leads to the next loop: will the palace respond? Will they deny or clarify? Will this moment be officially acknowledged or repressed? If the palace denies it, they risk fuel to the rumor machine. If they acknowledge it, they redefine royal boundaries. Historically, monarchies have struggled with revelations of private romance. But times are different now, publics expect authenticity. Leonor might be forced to walk a tightrope, apologize for breaking decorum, or stand behind the gesture as a deliberate signal of her own evolving role. Her response, or silence, becomes a new piece of the narrative. Let's recall other royal moments of personal revelation: marriages announced after long courtships, private vows revealed in biography, gestures in public that contradict protocol. In Europe and beyond, heirs have sometimes quietly defied formal expectation to reveal deeper truth. In contrast, Spain's monarchy has been more reserved, more cautious. That's why this moment feels so charged. It stands out. So what do we conclude? That secret moment, whispered vow, stolen glance, functions both as rupture and bridge. It ruptures the rigid facade of royalty. It bridges Leonor's private longing with her public destiny. And yet, the story is unresolved. We don't know who said the vow, the full meaning, or how the institution will respond. That is the real power, unanswered, unfolding, full of promise. So here is the final question: will that moment become the opening of a new royal chapter, one where Leonor leads with heart as well as crown? Or will tradition reassert and silence what was spoken? Keep watching, because in that whisper lies not just a secret, but a future. Thank you for listening.